The world is a mountain, and whatever you say, it will echo it back to you. Hi guys, and welcome back for Coffee Talk Time. And I just wanted to chat today about some real stuff, because we all have those days, the days that I'm talking about. Those days that you wake up in the morning and you just feel inundated with negativity. It's the days when you wake up and you notice that you're feeling worried or anxious. You're feeling like the day is already a waste. There's no need in going into work and dealing with these children. You're not looking forward to when your kids come in and wake you up at 6, in my case 5:35 sometimes in the morning. And you really just don't know how to separate what you want your day to look like and what you feel like your day is actually going to look like. Do you ever notice that it's those days when you really get the most backlash? You walk into work and it seems like those are the days that the kids are testing your last limit. They're pushing all of the buttons. They're turning up all of the volume on their behaviors, on their aggravation level. It just seems like they're really trying their hardest to get the worst out of you. And whether you're a teacher or a parent, I know you know the days that I'm talking about. It's happened to all of us way too often, more often than we would like, right? I'm not alone. Don't leave me hanging out to dry here. Well, a wise man says that the world is a mountain, and whatever you say to it, it will echo back to you. Now, what in the world does that crazy talk mean, right? I don't feel like a mountain. I'm not seeing mountains when I wake up in the morning. I don't feel like being super intellectual and thinking about my thoughts every second of the day. But let me tell you why it's so important, especially when we're working with children. Those whispers that you speak in your mind or out loud have such an impact, far-reaching impact on the children that you come in contact with every single day. What those thoughts and words are seeds. They are seeds that dig deep down into the consciousness of our minds and breathe life into whatever it is that we're feeding, whatever it is that we're planting. So if we're planting seeds of negativity and defeatedness, is that a word? Anyway, if we're planting those negative seeds, then that's what bubbles up and comes to the surface when we get to our job, when we get to our children. And then the seeds that we've planted inside of our minds, inside of our bodies, our thoughts, are now being planted into the children that we're called to guide and serve. And that's not fair to them. Now listen, I know that it's frustrating. I have 3 of my own children, and I've worked with tons and tons and tons of children over the years in different capacities, but it all boils down to the same thing. The seeds that we plant in children are cultivated over time. And the really frustrating thing about that is that as an adult working with a child, most of the time we don't see the fruits of our labor. And so we feel like all of the toiling, all of the tilling of the soil that we do, we feel like all of that is in vain. So when we wake up in the morning and we have those thoughts of there's no need in going in, there's no need in trying, I'm just going to give these children the bottom of the barrel of what I have. Who cares if they listen? When we have those thoughts, we're feeding into the idea that not only do we not matter, but that they don't matter. And I don't know if you've ever had that feeling before. If you've ever come in contact with someone who you look up to or respect, even if you don't show it, and get the feeling that they don't care. I have. And it's not a good feeling, especially as a child, to have an interaction with an adult that makes you feel undervalued, that makes you feel insignificant, that makes you feel less important than when you came into the presence of that adult. And that doesn't have to happen on purpose. That can happen by accident, just from you having a bad day. and choosing to lead with the negative emotions. Now, I know that's hard. I know that it's hard to put someone else's thoughts and feelings above your own. I know that frustration as a parent and as a person who worked with children. But here's the encouragement that I have for you today. If you choose to echo out into the world thoughts of positivity, of encouragement, of agency, and confidence, then the seeds that you plant now will grow. You may not be able to see the fruit of that seed now, but maybe later, maybe when you least expect it, and maybe you never get to see the fruits of your labor. But that's okay. It's okay. Some people are meant to plant, some are meant to water, and sometimes you'll never know which role you're playing. All you can do is make the conscious effort to always plant and cultivate and water seeds that are planted in good ground and with the best intentions. Every man or woman doesn't always see the tree that he plants, but he always sees the seed that he picks up and puts in the ground. I hope it helps you, and I hope it's encouraging to you on your journey with whatever children you serve. Until next time.